Pete Scott, retired reporter and editor with the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. I'm here at the DeKalb History Center helping to celebrate Black History Month and to discuss some of the political and progress that has been achieved here in DeKalb County. The DeKalb History Center is a wonderful organization trying to preserve the history of DeKalb County.
Hi, my name is Billy Mitchell, state representative. I represent portions of DeKalb County, and so glad to be here at the old courthouse in commemoration of the 11th celebration of African American history. I certainly want to give a very special shout out to Melissa Forgay, the executive director, for the great work that she's doing.
Welcome everybody. Thank you so much for joining us for our 11th annual Black History Month celebration, and welcome to the DeKalb History Center. I am Melissa Forgay. I'm the executive director of the History Center. We are a nonprofit, membership-based organization. I know we have a lot of members here today, and we thank you all for your support. If you're interested in joining, please see Marissa at the back of the room. We love more members. We would be delighted to count you among the fold. Please don't miss our opening reception for our newest exhibit, Deep Roots in DeKalb, the Flat Rock Story of Resistance. That's in 2 weeks, Thursday the 28th from 6 to 8 p.m. in our lobby, and that is free and open to the public. It's also in your program, so if you need a reminder, take that home with you, please. We are very grateful to Tiffany Parks, who has once again created an amazing program. This board has benefited greatly from her creativity, her passion, and her time. Thank you so much, and I'd love if you guys would join me in a round of applause. We also have a special thank you to our historian level sponsors. This event would not be possible without the support of all of our sponsors, so we really appreciate it. I'd like to start with Zest Catering, who is here today. They are our caterer and are going to be responsible for your delicious lunch, so we thank them as one of our sponsors. We are also grateful to the City of Decatur, the Champion newspaper, Deborah, Clerk of Superior Court for DeKalb County. There she is! You'll get to stand up in a minute, though. Of course, the Decatur Downtown Development Authority. We thank the Honorable Bedelia C. Hargrove, DeKalb County Probate Judge, Irvin Johnson, DeKalb Tax Commissioner. We're just thanking you for your money right now. We'll have everyone stand up, but we really couldn't do it without sponsorships. Also, thank you to Jeffrey L. Mann, DeKalb County Sheriff. Thank you to JL Plumbing. And lastly, I want to thank Steel Program Managers. I saved Steel Program Managers for last because for the last year, their leader, Jackie Steele, has been our board president. And this has been a great year. I thank her so much to do this for the DeKalb History Center. Thank you, Jackie. Please come up for some additional comments.
Hello, good morning. I don't think it's afternoon yet, but good morning. Gracious to see everyone here, and I want to say happy Valentine's Day to all. Hopefully you're going to have a wonderful day. I know we're going to start it off as a wonderful day. I'm pretty sure some of you already had that wonderful breakfast that those husbands got up and fixed this morning. But I just wanted to say thank you, Melissa, for this gracious opportunity to come up and speak today, and also for Tiffany for her great work that she has done every single year she's been on our board here at the DeKalb History Center. I just want to thank my board members. Will my executive committee, as I call your name, stand, because you do so much great things for this board. You're the ones that drive our members, our board members, in the correct direction of this board. So Joe Stoner, he's here today. Thank you. Lyle Davis, I don't think Lyle is here today. Angela Turk. Meg Samuels. Meg, yes. John Hood. And John will be our incoming president of 2019-2020. Yes. Tiffany Parks. Now, with the remaining of our board members and our trustees stand, that's a part of us. Thank you. I also want to recognize our officials that we have in the house today. And I may not catch all the names and all the faces that I see here, and if not, at the end, if I do not say your name, please stand and recognize yourselves. Debbie DeBerry, Clerk of Superior Court. Yes, love that outfit. Well, Judge Hargrove, Probate Court. Okay. Oh, wow, we getting all these great appearances coming through the door. Ivan Johnson, Tax Commissioner. Chef Jeff Mann. I haven't seen Chef in the office. Okay. District Attorney Sherry Boston. Decatur Mayor Patty Garrett. Chamblee Mayor Eric Clarkston. Doraville Mayor Donna Pittman. Donna Pittman. City of Pine Lake Mayor Melinda Hammett. City of Lithonia Mayor Deborah Jackson. All right. Representative Billy Mitchell. Yes. Representative Vernon Jones. All right. Former Representative Bob Holmes. Elizabeth Wilson, former mayor of Decatur. House Representative Becky Evans of District 83. Okay, if I did not mention your name, can you please stand if you're one of our representatives today? Thank you. Did a great job, I guess. And here comes Mr. Jones. Is his entrance. All right. Thank you. Again, I just want to thank all for coming out today and supporting us with this event. It is a marvelous event. Every year we add to the event and bring on more things for you all to see and take part of. So this year is going to be an awesome program as well. Thank you.
Well, good morning, is it morning or noon? Okay, morning, sorry. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. My name is Tiffany Parks, and I'm a board member at the DeKalb History Center, and we'd like to thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to be here with us today. The title of this year's program is The History of African American Politics in DeKalb, From Struggle to Transformation. And we plan an exciting program for you this year with powerful music from DeKalb School of the Performing Arts and with award-winning political presenters, highly respected local politicians, and dynamic panel members. And at this time, I will introduce the program moderator. Mrs. Deborah Strahorn has been a professional storyteller with Kumba Storytellers of Georgia for over 18 years. In 2015 and 2017, Mrs. Strahorn was featured teller at over 33 libraries for the Atlanta Public Library summer reading programs. Ms. Strahorn is founder of Word of Mouth Stories in 3D, providing storytelling and literacy workshops and performances for youth and adults. She is a storyteller in residence at the Apex Museum. Please help me welcome Mrs. Strahorn.
thank you so much, Tiffany. It is a pleasure to be here this morning, and I want to take a moment to commend the DeKalb History Center on their 11th annual Black History celebration. Celebrations like this, the conversation, the forum that you're here today, is so needed and necessary in our political climate, not just here in Atlanta, but around the world. So I want to thank them for putting on such a wonderful program, as you will soon see. But at this time, we will hear musical selections from the talented students of the DeKalb School of the Arts Highlight Chorus. Jeffrey Funderburk has been the choral director of the DeKalb School of the Arts since 2003. Choirs under his direction have consistently received superior ratings at GMEA large group performance evaluations in performance and sight readings. So please help me welcome the DeKalb School of the Arts Highlight Chorus.
Would you please rise for Lift Every Voice and Sing?
Treading our path through the blood of the Lord. sing till the Spirit moves in my heart. I'm gonna sing till the Spirit moves in my heart. I'm gonna sing till the Spirit moves in my heart. I'm gonna sing till Jesus comes. I'm gonna sing, oh my Jesus, 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 till He comes. Sing, oh my Jesus, 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 till He comes.
I don't know about you, but I definitely feel the Spirit this morning. As I watched their faces and I heard their voices and I listened to their words, I definitely know and can confirm that hope is on the horizon for our youth. So let's give them another round of applause. Okay, now it's time for our opening speaker. Representative Billy Mitchell from District 88. He was elected to his first term for the City Council for the historic city of Stone Mountain in 1995. In November of 2002, he was elected with over 70% of the vote. You hear that? 70% of the vote to represent what is now the 88th Legislative District. He was elected by his peers to serve as secretary of the powerful Georgia Legislative Black Caucus, becoming the first freshman legislator to serve as an officer of the largest legislative Black caucus in the nation. Will you please help me welcome Representative Billy Mitchell.
Oh, you honor me. Please be seated. I must say, Ms. Strahorn, that perhaps was the second best introduction of me ever. The first best having occurred not too long ago. I was speaking somewhere and the person who was to introduce me did not show up. So I had to introduce myself. You should have heard all the great things I had to say. But very seriously, I do appreciate the introduction. Won't be long. I'm just so glad to be a part of this commemoration, this observance, particularly in DeKalb County, Georgia. I will tell you, I have some friends of mine who represent the Prince George's County area of Maryland, which supposedly Mr. CEO is trumpeted as the most affluent county in the nation for African Americans, just above DeKalb County. And I have to remind them that their wealth is predicated on government jobs, whereas in DeKalb County, it's more private business ownership. And I tell you, this is an extraordinary county because of leaders that we have in here that you've recognized, from the tax commissioner, the clerk, the mayor of Lithonia, the former mayor of Decatur. This county is doing some extraordinary things. Even Judge, if you don't know Judge Seelinger's story, you should maybe have a conversation with him. I was only given 45 minutes, so I'm going to rush on. But I will tell you, I think it's most appropriate that you have CEO Jones on your panel. Certainly an extraordinary leader, now my colleague in the legislature. I can tell you that there used to be a time in this county, not only did they not want public transportation, but they didn't even want sidewalks. It was only when his administration came into being that we implemented sidewalks in this county. It must have been an extraordinary time. I can tell you, we had Jimmy Carter as the president. We had certainly a Congress that was ready to give Georgia all the money that they wanted for public transportation, and we had a lot of communities in our metropolitan area that said, you know what, we don't want public transportation, and I'm so glad that we have leadership now that sees the error in their ways. And you know, talking about Vernon Jones, I like that to say, extraordinary leadership, outstanding bond rating, what he's done for the green space in this county is just extraordinary. And I like to tell people, you know, he has the courage of an Elijah, the wisdom of a Solomon, the strength of a David, the joy of Esther, the foresight of a Jeremiah, the patience of Job, the faith of an Abraham, the vision of a Joseph. You know, I can go on about him. He has the courageousness of a Martin Luther King Jr., the leadership of a Booker T. Washington, the tact of a Sojourner Truth, the perseverance of a Rosa Parks, the intellect of a Benjamin Banneker, the wit of a Phyllis Wheatley, the articulateness of a Frederick Douglass, oh, the creativity of a George Washington Carver. Oh, he has the talent of a Eddy Anderson, the charisma of a Deborah Strahorn, the integrity of a Judge Seelinger, the leadership of a Marissa Forgay, the work ethic of a Tiffany Parks, and the good looks of a Billy Mitchell. Now, I will say to you that this county has some extraordinary position properly. He's leading an effort right now to bring transportation in our area. You know, when I was on the city council, as I close, a news reporter once on Martin Luther King's birthday asked me, as we were placing the Freedom Bell in the middle of downtown Main Street, Stone Mountain, and I remember the news reporter asking me, was this your most proudest accomplishment, getting the law passed so that we can place the bill on Main Street, Georgia? And I said to him, you know, this is great symbolism, and while we had the King family there, and this was good, I said, I think that Martin Luther King would be more proud of what I consider my most proudest accomplishment. I said, if you turn to your right and look at the ATM machine over there, where the city had deposited all of its money into Citizens Trust Bank, therefore enabling a lot of folks in the African American communities to be able to invest and find jobs and the like. With that, once again, I'm so glad to be here. I'm going to take Ms. Strahorn with me this afternoon. If you don't mind, I'm going to speak someplace else, and I want her to introduce me again. Thank you so very much.
He is quite an orator. I want to know where you're going to be speaking next. Thank you so much for those remarks.